Hey guys, welcome back to another HTML tutorial, and in this tutorial I'm going to be showing you guys how we can create a loader element in HTML. So loaders are pretty essential to any website, especially on the web where where data is accessed using API calls to servers and things. You generally need loaders to show the user when something is in progress happening in the background and just to give the user some feedback. So I'm going to be showing you guys how we can make an animated loader using just HTML and CSS. Let's see, here it is. So yeah, okay, so what we're going to do, pretty simple. I'm going to do this all in a HTML document, but obviously if you're doing this in production you probably have separate files for HTML and CSS. So first I'm just going to make a div with ID called loader, and the idea is we're not actually going to have any data inside of here because we're going to use everything in HTML and CSS. So inside our CSS, let's create an attribute for the loader, and the important thing is we're going to be using the borders to represent the separate states. So let's just say border is going to be, we'll have something like 8 pixels solid purple, and we also use a border top to represent the background color. So I'll say 8 pixels solid, sorry, I've got the order the wrong way around. The regular border is what we use to represent our loader element, and then the border top is what we use to actually represent the sort of spinning or animated icon. So how this works is we're going to be constantly rotating this div, and we're going to be hiding some of it as well so that we only see the spinning part. We give it a border radius of 50%, and then we can give it our height and width. So I just say it's 100 pixels by 100 pixels, make it nice and square. Okay, so where is it? Okay, so here we go. So you can see this is what we have so far, and it's meant to be a circle. So you can see what we've got so far is the initial loader. Why can't I get that grey? There we go. So here's our initial loader, just created it, and the way we make it animate is just using a CSS animation, making it spin. I'm actually going to just center this. So let's make the height of the body and just give it a display grid. Just put it in the center. Alright, and then make it slightly bigger so we can see it. So obviously you can customize this however you want it to look. The idea is we're just going to make a div which looks like a loader, a static loader, and then we're going to use CSS animations. So let's call this div spin, and the idea is at 0% it's going to have a transform of 0 degrees. This is how you actually do degrees in CSS, and at 100% it's going to have a transform of 360 degrees. So this animation is basically just telling it to rotate 360 degrees. Then what we can do is inside of this loader div we can just set the animation to the div spin, and we can decide how long it wants to take. So shorter time is going to make it load faster. I'll set it to 3 seconds, and then we set it to be a linear and infinite animation. And just like that, you can see we've created a border and a loader. So how you could implement this in your actual apps is you're going to have some kind of JavaScript behind the scenes. You could grab this element by its ID, and when loading is starting, you set its display to you can either set it to block or whatever it is, and then when it's finished loading you can just set display none, and the loader disappears. So this loader is only present when something is loading in the background. If you want to make it spin faster, you can reduce the time here, so you might make it 1 second, so it completes the animation in 1 second. But yeah, that was the basic idea of how a loader works. It's just an item and then we make it spin. Loaders can also be different. You could have a slider, anything really, but the idea is you just use an animation to make it look like it's loading. So thanks for watching. That was how to implement a basic loader in CSS. See you guys in a future tutorial. Bye.